It's time to show some prediction and analysis for the Tesla stock price. So in this video, I'll talk about the Tesla stock price prediction and analysis for the next week, for the coming week. Today is July 30th, so that's for the prediction for the first week of August. And in this video, I will show you some very good improvement and in the prediction model, and also review the last prediction and provide the prediction for the next week. So it will provide you some very useful information. So if you like this kind of analysis and the prediction, you are welcome to subscribe Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel or watch more video in YouTube. So this is the Tesla weekly chart and this is the Tesla daily chart. And this model combines the benefits of two different models. So one is the prediction about the current time frame prediction with much better accuracy, and also it has a prediction for the next time frame. For example, if this is a weekly chart, and then that's a prediction for the next week. And if this is a daily chart, and that's a prediction for the next day or early next week. So this different trend lines, like a yellow trend line and the blue trend lines, this matches the fluctuation of the Tesla stock price very well, much better than the previous prediction model. So and also this model can be also used for all different type of stocks. So it depends on which stock you choose. So this is the previous historic data that you can show this kind of modeling that matches this kind of trend lines very well. When it drops or it fluctuates, and it basically fluctuates between these two trend lines, so it matches much better than the previous prediction model. And this is based on the weekly chart. So weekly chart, you can also see that. So for the last week, you can see the fluctuation exactly fluctuate between these two trend line, between this yellow trend line and this blue trend line. So right now, basically it adds a little bit more trend lines. So from now on, I will refer to these three yellow trend lines as the top trend line, and name this trend line as the top one, top two, top three trend line. And for this blue trend lines, I will name it the bottom trend line. That's the B1, B2, B3, and B4 trend lines. For this kind of B4 trend line, it's kind of shows the some kind of extreme cases. So that means when it drops to touch this kind of B4 trend lines, it's definitely a strong buy signal. And then when you buy it, purchases it, it have the very high possibility to earn more money or not be stocked for a long time. So if it happened reaches to this top trend line, definitely it's a strong sell signal. So it will fluctuate between this kind of trend lines. It may shift it from one band to another band. If I change this to candlestick, so that means this fluctuation of the Tesla price is represented by the candlestick. So for example, if this is a red color, that means the close is lower than the open. So if this is a green color, the close is higher than the open. So it's similar to the OHLC bar chart. And so that means each vertical bar, each vertical line is a fluctuation of the 1 day's data or 1 week's data, depends on which time frame you choose. So the left tick is the open, and the right tick is the closing. So that's basically the open, close, and high and low price. So this model, based on this new model, and the fluctuation of the Tesla price is also well predicted very well, and also captured very well. So even for the last week, for the video number 92, I uploaded to YouTube on July 23rd. So in that video, I mentioned it will still have the increasing trend, and for early week, it may go down. It may go down and down to maybe like 766. I mentioned last week. That's a Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, and Mondays. For Monday and Tuesday, even though it has a drop, and it dropped here down to here, and the minimum price is $769. $769 is just $3 different from what I mentioned, $766 for the week. And for that high price, for the weekly high, I mentioned it may go up to $900. For the best scenario, it may go up to $919. So if you compare it with $900, so this weekly high is at $894. $894, that's just $6 different from what I mentioned in video number 92. So $6 out of $900, about $900, is also just about 0.7% of uncertainty or error. So it's still very good prediction for the last week in video number 92. So right now, many people will be interested in, after this kind of significant increase of the Tesla price during the past week, so what will happen for the next week. So based on this model, this weekly chart and the daily chart, and it's still will have some kind of increasing momentum. It will show this kind of increasing trend line in the daily chart and the weekly chart. So it will still have the good increasing momentum, but right now it's still also increased very close to this yellow trend line. And even for this monthly chart, if you go to this monthly chart, because last Friday is the last day of July, and you can see right now it increased to exactly to this yellow trend line, the top one, T1 yellow trend line for the monthly chart. So if you zoom it a little bit, so you can see it touches this yellow trend line exactly, and then dropped down a little bit to $891. So if I zoom it a little bit more, you can see more details. It increased exactly, touch this yellow trend line for the monthly chart, and then started to decrease a little bit. So you can see it touches to this relatively high price trend line and started to decrease. So it will have some kind of temporary drop or temporary dip down, and but then it will still try to push up and try to test this point, and it will have a very good high probability to break this yellow trend line and still go up to increase the stock the stock price. So this is the monthly chart. So this monthly chart, this increasing momentum is not as strong as that early next week or next week. So that means for the next week in August, it will still have some kind of a much lower price than this yellow trend line, than this $891. So it will have some kind of a fluctuation around this region, and depends on the next 4 weeks of fluctuation. I will keep an eye on that. So it may still fluctuate in this region. So, but it will have some kind of transition up to this range, above this $891. So if you switch to weekly chart, so for the next week, the fluctuation range for the next week is around this range. So when it dropped down, drop the price down. So if it drops down to this $820, then it's also a very strong buy signal because it could be a good support for the next week. And the high price, it may have a possibility to go up to $963, but conservatively, I may choose this high price about $957. So the low price, weekly low, could go down to $820, and generally it will have some kind of increasing trend and momentum during the early next week or the next week, but it depends if it will first go up, and then you will be cautious, and then it may go down and try to fluctuate and dip it down to this price. And but if it first go down, and then it will still have a good chance to go up. So it's basically a fluctuate around this range, and the possibility is may even fluctuate between this range. So that's typically is expected fluctuation range, and it may, if this can be supported, and it may break this $874 and then went down to $820. So it's very likely to be supported by this $820. But in case if it continuously dropped below this, the next support is $757. But very likely it will not expected to drop down to this $757 next week. So this is just the prediction and analysis for the coming week. So if you are interested in this kind of prediction and analysis, you are welcome to subscribe Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel or watch more video in YouTube.